It's already on. You just can't do anything about it. It's already here. There's no stopping it. You know? Oh. Let me tweet. Of course. Oh. Hello, Slimmer Badge. Thank you for the follow. I don't appear to have anything on these. Let me get that sorted out. Hold on. But yeah, before I joined the VC, I just wanted to sit for a second, make sure some things are set up correctly. I now see that I don't have an alert box here. So, now I do. Let me also get the chat on the screen and just test that out. Why not? I feel like owed to that. Wait. Why is it set up in such a strange way? Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Copy. Anyway, yes, I'm a little guy for this. Alright, no more studio mode. Should be there. Yes, my overlay is a classroom, and my first assignment is to turn this classroom into something original, because this is a vector that I found. And I would like to do something based off of it, particularly with the little laptops and such down there, but with more appropriate pictures. And again, hello and thank you for the follow. Where's the super ultra combo badge from? What is that? No, just a thought. You know, it's just a JPEG at the moment, so I'm gonna need to do some cutting of the layers. I know this is a little bit of a strange setup at the moment, but don't worry, it'll look more appropriate. Also, I have my distraction up on one of the screens. But yeah. Purpose of this is just hanging out in the VC and working on random stuff. Things may be high power, things may intersect with other conversations. It'll be a bit strange for a bit, but honestly, I used to do art streams completely muted, believe it or not, so I believe this is a bit of an upgrade. Just a tad. See? I do still have the overlay that's just the drawing on the top here, but you know. Oh, Celeste's stream is down there at the moment. Actually, let me get Let me get the Fugi up. I should probably get the group Fugi in there just to make sure. Sorry about setting all this up on stream, but these are not my normal streams, or actually, I mean, what am I saying? Anything could be my normal stream because I haven't figured all of that out yet. So who knows? Maybe this will just be what I do. Always studying. Alright, let me get this one on there. The group Fugi's on the third laptop. That's what I want to do. Wait, is that what I want to do? Well, let's figure it out. Okay, I have this up here. This down there. And hold on.
It freaks me out and makes me upset because I don't really fly in planes. I don't really travel far enough to fly in a plane. And my sister recently is like, hey, I have miles. We should go on a trip together and we can fly somewhere, anywhere you pick. And I'm just sitting here like anxious, like, I don't want to go on a plane.
This is a stream that's playing on the bottom here. And the person that I'm, about to join. They're also doing a drawing stream. In this case, the name is Celestially Pink. I guess I should probably put them in the title. Another member of Bunopolis, of course. But yeah, for the sake of everything, I'll just be in the VC and their music won't be playing. I'll just have my stuff on. So it should be fine. I don't think it should be struck from that or whatever. But yeah, I've had a lot of things that I've wanted to get done for a little bit. So I figured a better way to do them would be to kind of fall into doing it this way and not just letting things rot. Even if I do study hall for an hour, then that would be much better. Much better than, just kind of leaving it.
Welcome back.
Hello. Oh.
How are you doing?
Set a channel status. That's new. I guess I can actually put this study hall thing up there. Cool. I was kind of concerned about that.
Huh.
Anyway, what is this about diseased hands?
I have a fear of hands.
Right.
And they're trying to figure out which hands scare me the most.
Oh. Wait, how do you think that developed?
I don't. Okay, well, I have like a fear of gloved hands. that are like black gloves because when I was in middle school, I
Uh-huh.
had a science teacher who would come up behind you when you're doing work and rub your shoulders with his hands. And
Oh,
it always creeped me out.
okay, that's actually terrible, and I hope
Yeah.
that they're arrested
He
or
does not
worse,
work there
expelled.
anymore. Yeah. He does not work there anymore. He ended
Ugh.
up leaving just randomly. And like the school had to replace him, I remember. But yeah. So that's where my
Hopefully,
fear of gloved hands came
okay,
from.
yeah. That honestly, I feel like that developed from an appropriate place.
Hmm.
Wait,
But for regular hands, I don't know where that fear came from.
I mean, I guess I get the point about them being a bit freaky, especially if you look at them for too long. And if they're moving.
Hmm. They just I don't know. They look weird. They can do weird things. That's like
There
how I rationalize it.
there are I guess they're the most spidery part of a human. It's just a
Maybe that's
regular
also because I don't like spiders.
yeah, it's a regular appendage that split into 5 for articulation. It's a little strange when you really think about it.
I just don't like how hands move sometimes.
For sure.
Would hate eight-legged freaks. Oh gosh, I've seen that movie.
Do you know
When
what
I
would
was
be
small, I
really freaky though? If hands could like grasp a pencil and then keep drawing.
grasp a pencil, but like how?
Well, hopefully a pencil that got sharpened and wasn't dropped into the trash.
Hey, it was by accident. My pencil is so tiny too.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Check out cool Animal Crossing hands. Oh no, Sky. Sky's like
Animal Crossing hands.
She's very good at finding random things. Sound alerts for herself? No, I think sound alerts are normal. I could hear him. I heard the door creaking. You were trying to spook me.
And the door creaking.
Yeah, I have sound alerts, and one of them is like spooky, like a door slowly opening.
Oh.
And
Well, at the
yeah,
exact same time as that, I moved my monitor arm. So I was afraid that it was actually that. For a second,
God.
it's like, do I need to oil this thing?
So what are you getting up to today?
Oh. I think I said I was... Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to start on the overlay for everything. Because I saw, like, the image that I was going with at the moment was, like, a vector that somebody did. And so I wanted to basically do something similar setup. And not just, like, use somebody else's thing. Because it's not actually an overlay yet. I just want to do something based off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta add you to my little title real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the time, my idea for this wouldn't be as formal as like making it a whole thing. But I just feel like if we're probably going to be the only two there because you are usually up really late and then
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be anybody else. And then I completely missed the time range that I said that I was going to start it. So I don't know. I just felt like chilling this evening.
Understandable. I know I came home pretty late today. I was pretty tired.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what event is this for? It's not an event. It's just we just hanging out, vibing.
Yeah, I basically just had the idea to start doing streams where everybody hung out and did art on stream or did their own art and stuff. So I figured I should probably lead that charge because I've wanted to do something like that for a while. But I used to do these just completely muted. And I feel like,
really?
well, yeah, I mean, well, I also did it on Picarto. So that side is a little strange, but it wasn't as strange back then, I don't think. Or maybe I just ignored it.
Oh my gosh. I put him up in the corner so that we can still see the drawing. Because I need to redo this hand. It's too small for my liking.
I think my biggest challenge right now is trying to fit my mic arm and my monitor arm because my setup is very strange at the moment.
It's a bit janky. My setup is janky too.
Yeah. It's like a decently sized desk, but the third monitor kind of threw a wrench in things. And then I tried to get a much better mic arm, but it moves strangely.
I want to get like a top-down tripod thing for that way I can have a better view of what I'm sketching.
Yeah.
When I show the camera, it's at an angle, so it looks a bit strange.
It would be cool to get like a proper setup for all that sort of thing. Like, is that a webcam or?
I have this like software called iVcam, I think. It's like a virtual camera app you can get on your iPhone. And I just have an old iPhone that like I used in I want to say high school. I think it's like a iPhone 5.
Oh.
I just have that plugged in through USB to the computer, and it uses it as a webcam. It's pretty cool.
I feel like if you were to get like a proper arm and stuff like that, you could probably get a setup like that has like a clamp, cell phone clamp thing.
I have a cell phone clamp. That's how I have it propped up right now. But the little tripod thing is like one of those bendy ones, and it's not tall enough to like fit the desk.
Yeah.
So I have it on the corner at an angle. Projectors that the science teachers use. Oh my god.
Yeah. I still remember those things. I remembered when smart boards were the coolest thing ever.
Oh my gosh. When I worked at the elementary school, we had a smart board, and the kids freaking loved that thing.
Yeah. Even the kids who drew regular marker on it and damaged it forever.
True. Or the teachers who would Velcro everything, and then the glue from the Velcro would get stuck to the board. You couldn't write on it anymore.
Yeah. I think we weren't ready. Yeah, the old ceiling duct tape trick.
Oh, God. Nah, man, my ceiling is slanted slightly, so that would be a mess.
Wow. I left my ceiling a different color in case I ever needed to mount anything to it, but I painted the rest of the walls dark gray, and it was a terrible idea, but I love it. I just need to put the artwork up.
My office is like a barely tiny little bit pink, like white. It's like off-white pink.
Hold on, let me adjust this mic again.
Just because I like a lot of light in my office.
I should, but I don't. I hate glares. But I really should be counteracting this with having some sort of light or natural light in here. But I literally have blackout curtains and gray walls. It's not.
Oh, God.
It's not good. And then winter's coming up, so you know.
Oh no, so that's gonna be
I'm like triple stacking depression. It's amazing.
no.
But I'm still
That's so
pretty
cute.
happy.
Yeah, I have like blackout curtains over the door just so none of the cold comes in
Oh
because
yeah.
it gets chilly in winter up here. Vampire moment. What happened? Did I actually bite something?
Oh no, I just think they're talking about the gray walls and the,
Oh,
you
the
know,
yeah.
no sunlight allowed.
That is vampire moment.
It is. I also get a headache every Monday because I never go out on the weekends.
Ooh, that's not good. I get really bad tension headaches, but it's because all of my work is online now.
Yeah.
And I don't do my doctor is always like, Celeste, every like hour, stand up and stretch for like 10 seconds. And I'm like,
No.
okay. And then I never do it.
No. That's
I just
unacceptable.
I I just
It's not unacceptable
no.
not to. It's just like who in their right mind would remember to do that? I'm standing up now. It just feels weird.
Yeah, no. It's also because I get really into the hang of things. Like if someone interrupts me when I'm sketching, I'm like, okay, well now I'm just never gonna draw again.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The other part is like we're VTubers, so if you stand up, your tracking's gonna mess up. So you
That
can't.
too. No, I can't. That's why I do stretchies in my chair. And also my doctor was like, apparently I like made the cartilage in my kneecap swollen because I sit crisscross applesauce too often.
Oh no.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh no. I'm
I have to
probably
fix my
doing.
legs now.
Yeah, no, there's probably something terrible I'm doing to my back just from the fact that I get terrible chairs.
I have like a gaming chair that's like comfortable, but I don't know. It's very tall, so I can't touch my feet to the ground. I'm also 5'1", so
Ah,
I'm short.
I am average United States male height,
I don't know what the average.
5'9".
Oh,
Yeah.
you're pretty tall.
Uh, not really. I mean, there's people like I almost call him Shrek, Shaq, who boost up the average, but I don't really think that 5'9" is all that tall. It's just not short.
I mean, I guess yeah. I am tiny.
I don't feel
All of my
tall,
friends are
and I
taller
don't.
than me.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel tall and I don't feel short, so I feel like that's good enough.
I also get mistaken for like being 12 all the time, which I'm not.
Ah,
I am of legal age, legal drinking age.
yeah, I get mistaken for being 12 as well. I mean, with this kind of voice, you know. I pick up the phone and they ask if my parents are here or, you know.
I got asked that when I was walking because when my dad had surgery, we were visitors, and I walked in. They're like, "Excuse me, only people over the age of 15 can come to
Oh
visit."
no.
I was like,
Well, that is a trait to take. I mean, it's, you know, it helps later in life, I think.
"That's what everyone tells me, but
But
it's not
not
helping me
now.
right now."
But yeah, just not now. It'll pay
I
off
got
later.
carded for pizza once, and you have to be 13 to order a pizza
Oh
for
no.
yourself. The
Carded for
pizza man
pizza
asked me
is
so
actually
much.
hilarious. Like that they're trying to
It
gatekeep
was so
pizza.
frustrating. They were like, I need an adult to come over, and I'm like, I am an adult. What are you talking about?
Oh, I have an idea. I should probably take the colors away from this. Hold on. I need to adjust the mic again.
Okay. Our Ditto, boy is already shiny. We can turn boy back into not shiny, I guess. We'll switch him back to not shiny. He will go back to normal boy.
Seriously, that program is so fun. I love being a PNG tuber for art streams because I actually can get up and stretch. Not
What
that I
software do you use for PNG tubing?
Veto tube, the one that you're using.
That's what I use. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I use for Boy. He's just floating right now.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Okay, let's see. I gotta do. Gosh, hands are hard.
I gotta make sure of something.
Do you do that thing when you draw where you like look at your body part or you feel your body part to double check? Like,
Yeah.
does my arm actually bend here?
Yeah, I have to do that as well. Especially
I
with
do it so
hand
often.
poses and arm poses and stuff like that. I don't do the full body ones though, because I mean, I can't do like pin-up poses. That's not, you know,
Mm-hmm.
some of them aren't possible. They just aren't. But it's also hard to photograph yourself doing them.
Yeah.
So it usually doesn't really help. So that's why I use 3D programs and stuff. Ideally.
Mm.
If I remember. Okay.
I always end up going on Pinterest and finding like poses I like.
You know, I was having a thought about this.
Mm.
Am I the only one who gets extremely anxious looking at Pinterest?
Sometimes I get overwhelmed. One time I searched up a picture of hands for reference,
Oh, well,
and then I
yeah.
refreshed my Pinterest page, and the entire thing was covered in hands.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would do that for you.
It's a bit overwhelming sometimes too, because there's so many things on the screen at once.
There's so many things on the screen at once, as well as the fact that whenever you click on something, it leads you to another thing. And when you're trying to find the source for something, it usually just leads you all the way back to Pinterest again. And so
Yeah.
it's like this weird credit loop where sometimes the artist gets lost and they're like, oh, I found it on Pinterest. Oh, I found it from this place. So where is the real thing? Who knows? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So that gets frustrating to me because I'd love to be able to actually credit things properly. Even the image I'm editing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very difficult to find the OG source. Especially one of the things that bugs me is when someone posts like a panel of a comic that someone made, and I
Oh,
read
yeah.
it, and I'm like, oh, the next page, what is it? And then you just cannot find it.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
It's annoying. Okay. Let me block this out. That's how I'll try and do it. Can you still hear me okay? Huh?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Okay.
Do you prefer digital art or do you prefer like physical sketchbook?
I've found what I prefer the most in terms of starting art is traditional, but I can't. I don't know. I can't bring myself to just sit there and start something in digital half the time. I need to have something to go off of or some kind of reference. But if I start something traditionally and scan it, I usually know that I'm going to do a better job on it, but I still keep trying to force myself to do everything digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up kind of unsatisfied with it.
I know that's my problem is like I'm sort of okay with digital with like basic things.
Yeah.
But like do like a full piece in digital, I still have trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm so used to physical medium, like the pressure with the pencils and stuff. I
For
need to get
sure.
a better drawing tablet.
Yeah. Wait. What kind of drawing tablet do you have though?
I have an XP pen. I want to say it's like Pro Artist like 11 or something.
Yeah, I basically have something kind of adjacent to that where it's just one of those off brands. Discontinued. It was UG, and it was a 2150. It's a monitor tablet.
Same with this one. It's a monitor tablet. What am I? It's a good tablet. I like it, but the pen I feel like could use work.
Yeah, the pen's terrible.
It would be nice to have a really big monitor tablet because I am a stickler for detail.
Yeah, mine. I only got it because it was 21 inches. Because I think anything less than that would have been kind of a. I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to move anything around. And it was actually really annoying to use it without the arm. Because, I mean, it's still kind of annoying to use with the arm, but it's a little bit less annoying. I might need to get a different one, though.
I've been thinking about getting an arm, because right now I have it, like, on a little stand.
Yeah.
And I just set it on my table. But
it just takes up so much space.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of space, and I'm scared to get an arm because I'm one of those people who, like, leans on things when I draw.
Yeah, I had to...
I'm scared I'm gonna lean too much.
I had to beat that out of myself. I mean, it was just like, okay, you know that if you use light pressure and if you adjust the pressure curve, then you can actually deal with it normally. But even still, sometimes I will just start bearing down on it and just push the whole thing forward, and it's like, oh, oops.
Yeah, that's my main thing, is I don't know if I can unlearn that because I've done it for so long.
Yeah.
Actual death-mounted arm could work. I was thinking about that, yeah. There are a lot of ones on Amazon that I'm like, maybe I should, like, test one out to see if I actually like it before I buy, like, a really nice arm.
Yeah, they really, oh wait, are you talking about mic arms? Or...
Oh no, just for, like, drawing tablet arms.
Yeah, drawing tablet arms are different from those, yeah.
A hand-shaped stand. Sky, no!
See, that's the annoying part that I'm having to deal with, because with the... I'm glad that I went a little bit overboard with getting a mic arm, because I needed to be able to have one that could adjust over top of the monitor arm. So you almost kind of have to get both at the same time to make sure it's not, like, crazed. Otherwise, it just really doesn't work. Wait, who is this character?
Oh, the one I'm drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Wally from Welcome Home. It's like a really popular horror ARG that's been, like, making the rounds on the internet.
Huh.
He's basically like a Muppet-esque type puppet. And there's, like, a lot of crazy theories going around, like, what he symbolizes. It's, like, the website looks really cute, and then you dig deeper and there's a lot of creepy things on it. We did, like, a couple of deep dives on the stream, which was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I think I visited in the end of when you were doing one of those, but I mean, it was at the end, so I didn't quite understand what was going on anymore. Also,
there are a lot of creepy audios and things, but I love the design. He's so cute, but he's, like, also really creepy in other art. So that's what we're trying to make a creepy art of him.
Ah, okay. So the hands are supposed to be creepy then.
Yes, the hands are supposed to be creepy.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good.
We had an argument about eyes earlier. What makes an eye creepy? Because there are certain eyes in, like, horror content, you look at them and you're like, that's gonna give me nightmares. And then there's regular eyes. Oh my gosh, Sky, you got a new nephew! Congrats!
Also, hello,
Yeah,
Ventus.
see,
Study hall's going
I'm
pretty
still
well.
trying to figure out what makes eyes scary. I know eyes give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I mean, once you start drawing them normally, and then you can modify them a bit at the end. Usually, that's when things get creepy.
I'm just like trying to think, like, when I think of scary eyes, I picture like faces that are trying to look human but they don't, which is like one of my biggest one of my biggest spooks is that genre of content.
Right.
Things that are trying to appear human that aren't. So like Uncanny Valley is really it gives
Yeah.
me the chills.
Ooh, wait. I should just do that.
It's hard to draw something off when you're like, but I have to draw it the correct way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I guess drawing it the correct way and then just distorting it afterwards does kind of work sometimes. Or just like doing it and then going back and overdoing it. Because if you really sit there and like render out every pore of the skin, it's gonna look creepy, no matter what.
Yeah, it is.
Like zooming in and putting like an extra texture on all the skin.
Mm-hmm. Beach at Carnus. I feel like I've heard of that analog horror before. I'm like really into internet horror.
Uh-huh.
I was really into creepy pastas when I was
Oh, so is that why you made all those suggestions?
yes, because those were all ones I remember reading in like middle school.
Oh.
Um, and then like I was really into Slender Man. I remember.
I remember watching people play the game. A lot of people played.
The game was interesting, and then they came out with like a triple A version of the game, which was kind of like
really.
The mimic creature is within the uncanny valley. Oh, okay. Yeah. One of the things that comes to mind when I think of Uncanny Valley, it's that robot that's singing while the house is on fire outside.
Oh yeah.
Like old YouTube video.
What the? Oh, no, I was thinking the I Feel Fantastic video.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that is the one? Okay. I didn't notice that the house was on fire, interestingly enough.
I think the back like window, you can see like flames.
Yeah, I can sing that high.
Oh gosh.
Or at least back when the video came out, I probably could have.
And you're thinking of the There Is Nothing video? Oh, there are two different ones? Is it the same robot? All I know is that robot gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Oh, they're different robots. Okay. It needs more hands, but where?
Not around the neck.
I think maybe one around the neck would look okay. I'm just trying to figure out how it would be grasping, because all of them are pulling, basically.
Right.
Like.
Just trying to figure out where to put this mic.
Is it getting in the way?
Well, I basically have it right where the camera would be picking up my face, but I don't need that right now, so it kind of works. But I couldn't do this while doing any other sort of YouTuber software. So I basically have the microphone at eye level right now.
Oh god.
It's weird. But
I haven't like walked to the side, but I keep bumping it by accident.
Oh. I know that if I lean downwards, I'm probably gonna headbutt the mic.
Oh gosh.
But it's better than having it in the way of the drawing tablet. So I think I just need to see if I can get a mic arm that can go a bit lower. I don't know. It's all... Wait, let me take a picture of it. Let's see.
Let me show you guys. Here, let's see.
Also, you might not be able to see anything because it's really dark in my room. I think I explained why, though.
All good.
Wait, let me get that out of the way. A cup with a bunch of utensils in it. And there's a bottle that looks suspicious. Move that out of the way. They purposely put things in the shot.
Oh my gosh.
A hand coming out of the mouth. No.
I don't remember if I told chat, but I ended up they ended up making an official Wally Darling plush, and I bought it so quickly. I didn't even wait. I'm mad at myself because you had to solve a riddle if you wanted to get a discount code, but I didn't pay attention. I just clicked the link and bought the plush.
Whoops.
I was excited.
And rightfully so. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find that picture.
This is going to be a terrible picture, actually. Hold on.
Oh god.
Let me turn on a light. Okay, there we go. Let me not have my Discord completely open while I'm doing this. Hold on. Actually, no, I'll just put it on the Bunopolis one. That's fine.
Maybe I should do smaller pupils. Maybe that's spookier. I was thinking big pupils with a tiny bit of white showing, but I'm like, I got mixed feelings.
Actually, let me just minimize that. This is all the setup that it takes for me to take a single picture.
Where'd you post the picture to?
Oh, it's not taken yet. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not actually done taking it.
God.
To make sure there's nothing incriminating or terrible in the shot, you know. This is going to make actually no sense, which is perfect. I'm just gonna hope you can see nothing crazy. There's nothing that really scales this photo, so it probably is going to look a bit insane. Hold on. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Boy, I'll tell you where babies come from when you're older. And also, Poleno is not an eldritch god.
Oh, do you think I sound like one or something?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Let me just
Gosh,
DM it to you. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Don't show it.
What happened?
No, I'm just looking at the glare on the monitor. It looks like an explosion went off because there's so much dust.
Oh no, you gotta
That
dust
is.
it.
No, it's not even. Okay. Well, it's kind of dusty. But it's just like.
Hey, I see the anime figures in the back.
Yes.
You have an Iron Mouse one?
Yes, I do.
I am so jealous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is cool. And I see Neanders.
Yeah, she's there. Twice, in fact.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
And the mouse pad. Oh, there's a fingernail clipper in the lower right corner. This is just like a scavenger hunt for me. Oh, and there's all my Chatterino tabs at the top. You know what? I'm going to retake this picture.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know how you work with the microphone in your face right there.
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I'm
my
trying to
God.
figure out right now, in fact. I don't know. Do you see where the... right behind where the microphone is, that is actually a stand that's coming up with the... hold on, let me flip it on. I'll just crop that to not show the bottom of the... the thing because it looks really nasty. Or I could just clean it off.
Oh my gosh, not cute. You always have fun with boy. You make him say the darndest things.
Okay, so when I actually have the VTuber model on, this is what the webcam looks like. It's just sort of like sitting in the bottom middle.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
You got so many little, Oh my gosh, you have Nina!
Yeah. Yeah, that front row
Aw.
really aged super well, didn't it? I
Don't say
I
that.
have Nina, I have Mista, I have Vesper, and I have Magni right there in the
Oh
front.
my gosh, it's cursed.
It's cursed. Now I'm just like afraid when I look at this entire collection of like, oh no, what have I done?
Oh
Am
no!
I doing
I'll
this?
box type him up.
There's Albin,
Oh,
there's
you got
Uki.
the Anime Expo like maid set
Yeah.
of all the girls. That's sick. I'm actually for TwitchCon. They have a Vishojo event, and I bought tickets to it.
Oh, cool.
Excited.
Yeah, I don't get to do anything because I'm not in LA
Well,
or
this is
California
Vegas.
or Vegas or anywhere. I'm not anywhere. I don't live
Okay.
anywhere.
Anywhere nearby, like convention stuff.
No. I
Living
mean,
in Southern California has its benefits with conventions and concerts.
yeah. Like people actually recognize that your city exists. And when they say world tour, they
Yeah.
never mean, anywhere near where I'm at.
I know. Oh
So
my
it's
God.
like, okay. Yeah, that's America. Just one place on the coast and one place in the Northeast. That's it. Or
Oh my
Texas.
gosh, yeah.
Or Vegas.
I have a friend who really wants to go to the Twice concert, but he lives like in the South,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, they're not even coming anywhere near me.
Atlanta is the closest place where anything will ever exist. Or maybe Nashville or something. Like that's all you're gonna get in the South in terms of any sort of recognition. There was actually a 17 concert that occurred in Atlanta at some point. I think there's been maybe two. I'm not sure.
I don't remember what tour I saw them on. What era? I've
Okay,
gone to like a lot of K-pop concerts, mainly because both me and my sister like K-pop, so it's
Uh-huh.
something we bond over.
Yeah. I I was not originally on board, and I think like I was saying in the chat, but now as a result of mostly 17, then like past stuff with EXO and stuff like that, I did eventually get into it. But
Hmm.
it's mostly 17 for me. I mean, whenever something gets suggested, I usually will check it out. So, you know, playlists at work and whatnot.
Hmm. I play a lot of. Uh, I listen to a lot of NCT, but like older NCT,
Uh-huh.
like 2019 and before, because
Yeah.
they changed their sound very drastically.
Oh, yeah, that
So
does happen.
I'm not a big fan of their new stuff,
Ah.
but sometimes, occasionally, they come out with a really good song that's new, and I'm like, well, gotta save it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been a hardcore BTS fan since 2015,
Fair enough.
which was crazy. I got to see them perform at the AMAs. They were the first K-pop group to perform like at a music awards,
I've seen.
and
I
it
I,
was trippy.
I think I've heard two songs. Wait.
Mm.
Okay, it was. Should I even count Butter? I feel like I shouldn't
I
count
don't
Butter.
know. I was gonna say I don't think so. Butter
I
is
I
like
it's like what do BTS fans think of Butter? What do you think of Butter?
I'm okay with it. My sister absolutely hates butter.
Okay.
I just acknowledge it exists and I'm like, okay, it's like it's very catchy, maybe too catchy to the point where it gets overplayed too much.
I just feel like it's a default song. It's like the song that loads up when you it's like a blank. It should be called Untitled. I don't know. It
It's like
is.
the song you play when you're walking in the mall and it's just like the mall music in the background.
Yeah, it's just something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the other one I heard was Dang. That was it.
Which one?
Dang.
Oh, dang. Oh my gosh. Dang is actually pretty good. I like dang.
Yeah.
Um I'm trying to think of one. The one that, like, my sister was super not into K-pop when I first got into it,
Uh-huh.
and then I showed her Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and she was like, more.
Okay.
Which that one was a very popular BTS song. But honestly, it's the visuals of the music video I think that sells that one.
Mm-hmm.
The song is pretty good on its own.
Yeah.
So
I
the one song that is like my holy grail is DNA. I love that song.
hmm. I mean, that's more suggestions that I would have gotten because I think I just haven't like I don't know. I've always heard things one way or another, but I know that BTS is literally just a K-pop band. It is not. I don't try to take stuff like fandoms into account when trying to enjoy anything. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
thing that I used to try and do when I was younger, but it's a it's a short-sighted
The fandom, yeah,
thing. Like I'm
fandom is
not
a mess.
listening to the fans sing. I'm listening to the people sing.
Yeah,
So,
that was like like I'm making like K-pop merchandise and stuff just for fun and selling it on Etsy. I made like a lot of I made a lot of money. That's
yeah,
how I financed my concerts.
that's
But
awesome.
you have to keep up with like stuff actively in the fandom. And it just got so tiring because everyone's arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, this group is better than this group. I
Yeah,
had a
no.
sale on 17 cards because I had made too many by accident.
Mhm.
And then people got mad at me because they're like, so you're getting rid of all your 17 stock because you don't like them? And I'm like,
Oh my
no, I made
gosh.
too many. I ordered too many materials.
That's like that's so silly.
Yeah. I
Mm.
remember. No, boy, not the NFTs.
Honestly, though, like I don't know, the bickering fandom stuff is not worth it, like ever
Yeah,
in
no.
any sort of capacity. So, I I obviously acknowledge that BTS is an incredibly popular group. I know that I will always have my favorite in uh 17.
Mm.
Particularly, I think Hoshi is my favorite.
I
And
was gonna say because you requested
yeah,
his solo.
yeah, right. Although
He was
Psycho
my
was
favorite.
amazing too. It just was.
Oh, Sun Quan is my favorite. I liked him a lot.
Oh no, I said
I liked
Psycho
him.
by
Oh,
June.
Psycho.
Yeah, that was a recent one. Wait, did you hear that one?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to
I'm
find
not
what is
sure.
displaying this thing twice on my stream. Sorry.
It's all good.
Eh, everything. I don't know. Does anything go to plan as a VTuber? I don't think so.
No, nothing goes to plan. Everything is messy.
Yep. That's fine. And work it out as we go. What could that possibly be, though?
Gosh, I remember I went to KCON in 2017, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I was heartbroken because it was the year I had gotten high touch and pictures like meet and greet with Pentagon,
Yeah.
and it literally the day of the high touch was when Edon, who is like the rapper of the group, when it came out that he was dating, I forget who it was, someone from another girl group. So they
Wait,
let
so
him go from
people.
the
Oh
they let him go
no!
from the group that same day.
Oh,
And he
no.
was my favorite member.
That sucks.
I was
Not.
so I was like sad.
Ugh. Do
I
you
was
feel like
sad
that's
because
getting
I'm
any
like
better? Like that kind of that
I
part of
mean
the culture is getting any better?
I like I hope it is,
I
but
hope
it's
so.
like
Like,
sometimes people got mad that Tay from BTS is dating Jennie from Blackpink. People were on the floor crying about it.
crying. Oh my god. Like,
And
what
I'm
were
like,
they
dude,
gonna
let
do
them
though?
live.
Like,
Yeah,
that's my whole thing. Like, did
you
you
don't
think
know
you
you
were gonna date him?
exist.
Because the
Exactly.
entire world would be hating you the exact same way if you dared to do anything
Mm,
like that. So it's like, why would you want to keep them for
yeah,
yourself? Some in
it's
some
it's
weird way.
all
Like
it's
it's
frustrating.
you don't know them.
Mm,
It's so weird.
exactly. It's been happening since the olden days. Like Super Junior, one of a really famous thing with Super Junior is one of the members got married secretly, and
Oh,
then they just let him go from the group, and he doesn't do any music with SM anymore.
that's just so
Like that has
sad.
been a great while,
Like,
and
let people have a life.
let people have a life. And it makes me sad because Super Junior, they're all in their like mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Let my boys date. Let them have girlfriends.
Like,
Okay.
please. Wait, they still don't do that with Shinhwa, do they? They're like nearing 50, aren't they?
I don't think they do that with Shinhwa, but for Super Junior, people are still really I oh my goodness. Boy is just going crazy today. But yeah, with the Super Junior, they're still like that. Because I remember Lee Tuck, who's the leader, he um he was talking about how he wanted to get married and have kids, but he feels like he's wasted a large chunk of his life because
Yeah.
the company didn't want him to spend time with like any kind of girls.
Yeah.
So he's like, I feel like I have like this crutch where I can't like I don't
Yeah,
know
it
how to keep
it literally
myself.
stunts their social growth at that point. It's like all I know how to do is work, and then like once I get out of there, it's just like, oh wait, how do people talk to each other again?
For what? It's yeah. I just ooh, I get triggered. I get triggered by all of that.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I I try not to think about all that and just like enjoy the music, but you
But then it's
understand that
hard.
it's
Yeah.
all going on in the background, and you know it's
Mm,
difficult.
yeah. I also feel bad. Like a lot of K-pop groups, you hear these sob stories of like 10 girls living in a one-bedroom apartment fighting for food. Like,
That sounds
but
like a
they're in a
reality
big
show.
company. Yeah, but they're like in a big company, and you're like, why are you starving them? Like, EXO, I remember they said all the boys lived in a one-bedroom like studio apartment, and even though they were with SM was like, okay, but you guys gotta earn your money and get your own food.
Yeah, I don't know. That just seems silly. Like, feed them, please.
Yeah, feed them. Please, for the love of everything, feed your talent. It's just,
That
oh
seems
god.
like it would be so basic to do.
Yeah, it's so weird how like the whole idol system works. It's a lot of it is you're going to make music and you're going to learn dancing and stuff like that, but because we're teaching you everything and we're providing you with stuff, you owe us a debt. So you can't get out of your contract until you pay that debt back. And usually it's through sheer luck
It's like
that your
college, but with
song,
fame.
yeah, yeah, it's sheer luck that your song trends, and then you make enough money to, at the very least, pay off the debt you owe.
Hmm.
It's like it's crazy.
Oh, by the way, I sent the picture, the properly cropped one.
Oh
I think, unless there's something else weird in there.
no, I don't see anything.
Okay.
I see the Iron Mouse little Nendroid box in the background.
Okay.
She is one of my favorite VTubers.
Same here. The only reason I'm not currently watching is because he's playing Fear and Hunger, and I don't want anything to do with that game.
What is Fear and Hunger?
Oh, it's like an old RPG Maker game, but it's got like all that disturbing stuff in it. You know,
Ooh, so it's spooky.
it's she's playing the censored version. I'm probably gonna go back and watch it later, or like listen at work or something.
Mm.
She usually comes on when I'm at, or like after lunch at work. But then sometimes she'll watch videos, and I'm like, oh, this is a nice radio play. But I'll just like go back and
I
look
have
later.
I have trouble watching streams, like big streamer streams,
Uh huh.
because I like watching streamers interact with chat
Yeah.
and like reading it, but sometimes their chats go by so fast, and I'm like, I can't read anything. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening.
It is.
I watch a lot of clips for Iron Mouse, so.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult to like keep up with chat, and most of the time, uh, I- depending on what it is, I don't. She's been playing a lot of Minecraft and stuff recently, and I don't really tend to enjoy being in like when there's more than a certain amount of people and the game being played is Minecraft. Oftentimes, things just like completely go off the rails. And her mods are very good at keeping things in line, but when there's like so many languages going too, it
Oh,
goes
Chris is
nuts.
sad. One Minecraft server,
Yeah,
right?
the QSMP. I had never heard of it before, but um, it's been a lot of fun watching stuff from that.
Hmm.
I I will be real with you. I
Hmm.
never even played or watched anything Minecraft related until the people from Visho just started playing like 2 years ago. I had never watched anything of Minecraft.
I don't really watch like Minecraft. I mean, there was one like I like 8-Bit Ryan on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So he plays a lot of horror games I enjoy, like Resident Evil series.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched his Minecraft playthrough, which I thought was really fun.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time watching streaming content.
Mm-hmm.
don't know why. Because there's a lot of like downtime, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
I could
more
see
into
that.
watching the edited VODs after on YouTube.
Hmm.
I am a lay YouTube frog.
Yeah, I think I started out that way, but once I just started getting into long form stuff, once I started getting into podcasts, which should probably be of no surprise to you.
Yeah, I also have I have a couple of podcasts I listen to.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed. I used to listen to the Gus and Eddie podcast.
What's that?
But then like all that like a bunch of drama happened where one of the guys was like really like I don't want to say like abusive, but he did a lot of things to his girlfriend that weren't very okay.
Oh,
So it
well.
made me
Yeah, that sounds like
uncomfortably
abusive.
watch. Yeah. And
That sounds like the
I
very definition of abusive, actually.
yeah.
But yeah, I
It,
know oftentimes those
yeah.
situations are a bit more complicated than that. So,
It
I
was
can't
a
really.
lot of like she was going through a lot of medical stuff and he
Uh-huh.
was not there to support her.
Oh, gosh.
And
That
so and
sucks.
it felt really icky because it was like the doctors weren't listening to her for some things and she almost died.
Oh, my
And
God.
yeah, so it was a very hard thing to like like when you like a actor or like a YouTuber
Then
and you're like, oh, they're
you
so
can like
nice. And
forgive them for a lot of stuff that you might not otherwise forgive them for, but then something comes along and it's like, oh, not that.
it was more so like he would talk about a lot of like morals and stuff.
Oh,
And so
no.
I was like, oh, he's such a nice person. Like he
Red
seems like
flag.
a really cool dude. And then it turned out he wasn't, and I was like, yikes.
Sometimes, okay, I can't genuinely say that people talking about morality is a red flag because it's that's very one sided. But I feel like it gets to a point when there's like an overcorrection. Like I really don't want to linger on this particular topic, but Bill Cosby. That's all I
Oh
have
my
to say.
God.
That's literally all I have to say about that because
Uh-huh.
being a member of the Black community and hearing how much that guy used to talk about morality and the community and all this stuff, and then it's like, oh my God, this is actually.
I watched the freaking kid show.
Yeah, me too. I did. I did as well.
Little Bill.
Yeah.
I loved that show.
And I also watched the Cosby Show. Like, so that was insane to see, like the push of like how much he was trying to cover that up. Like that's insanity to me. And the fact that the like people are so convinced by things like that there are still fans of his and there are still people who think that 60 people were lying. But I am going to get right off of that topic. So,
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the podcasts I used to watch. One of them I still follow, Eddie, because he's really cool and he makes really good content.
Right.
I watch a lot of video essays, I realize.
Yeah, I feel like if you're into ARGs, it's kind of adjacent to be into that sort of thing.
But recently I've been listening to Fear and what's the other one? The Yard. They're both like
I've heard of The Yard.
Twitch. They're both like Twitch streamer adjacent podcasts because Ludwig used to be a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
YouTube. And then Fear and has Will Neff and Hassan and Austin Show and Cutie Cinderella, who is my queen and I love her.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, if you like Ludwig but you don't like Cutie Cinderella, then something is wrong with you because yeah.
I love Cutie. She seems really cool. I also watch sometimes. It depends. She has her podcast Wine About It, which is really nice. She talks a lot about girl things, which I'm like, yes, for once, a podcast for girls.
Yeah, you know what was interesting is like one of the podcasts I was I was most into for the longest time was Whitney Cummings' podcast. And that's a comedian, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
it was always interesting reading the comments on those because I feel like a lot of people really, 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 really don't like female comedians for some reason.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know why.
and
It's like comedians and streamers and stuff.
yeah, it was all adjacent to me because I think the pipeline for me was newscasters somehow. Newscasters, then late night shows like Conan and Craig Ferguson and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love Conan.
Yeah, Conan was great. It still is, with the radio show and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
and the podcast. Wait, hold on. No, I'm getting that confused. Craig Ferguson did a radio show after.
Yeah.
Conan did a podcast after, but and he's still doing the podcast. But yeah,
I've seen clips of his podcast and they're pretty funny.
yeah, I basically am down to watching clips of podcasts now as well. Like I there are some times where I'll go back and watch like a full episode of something, but it's usually when a comedian that I like is on. So yeah, from there it went to comedians, and then comedians had to go make podcasts because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sort of started watching there. I've only ever been to one comedy show. Because,
I've never been to a comedy show.
well, yeah, nothing is here. Nobody ever comes here. So, you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's probably plenty of chances to go to places like that if you live in California or anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
There's like there's like specific comedy clubs.
Yeah.
I know in LA that are like very popular amongst comedians.
yeah, comedy clubs I've only ever heard of because I can't go there. I mean, I could save up and go there now, probably, but it'll take a while.
It's pretty far, yeah.
Yeah, I'm East Coast. I don't want to go to New York either.
A lot of my friends are East Coast, so it's like I'll talk about something West Coast, and they're like, "Yeah, I wish we had that." And I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yep. It's definitely the case. But, I mean, there are advantages to not having so much attention brought to a place all the time, I would say.
Mm-hmm. I would say so, yeah.
I do wish it was a little bit more peaceful because I'm just like right next to a road and people drive motorcycles sometimes. That's all I think if there was a chance to like delete a vehicle from existence, it would be the motorcycle for sure.
Is it just because of the noise?
Yes,
or like
only the noise.
people in general? Only the noise?
Yeah. No, that's it. Okay, you know what? Here's what I would do. Go back, invent the motorcycle, put a muffler on it. That's it. Just one thing. Make it quiet. Make it.
Put a muffler on all cars, by the way, because gosh dang.
Yeah, no, if you don't have it on there, like, it's going to sound like a motorcycle.
There are like so many. We had a car show up here recently.
Mm.
So many people do not have mufflers on their cars, so they're just loud as heck.
It is insane. I do not understand how that could. It's not even an oversight. It's just like they don't care. Like, oh,
a lot of people like the attention that people like. They turn their heads like, "What the heck is that loud, annoying noise?"
I'm not gonna turn my head inside of my house. They're driving it through a neighborhood.
That's the thing. It's just my street too. It's like a really straightaway street. Not many cars drive on it, and freaking without fail, every summer there are people in like big off-roading vehicles racing down this street like maniacs.
Oh no!
And specifically because we have a trail like right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, let's race, even though you're not supposed to drive your off-road vehicles in that trail. It specifically has a sign, but they run it over every year.
Yeah. I mean, sign can't stop me if I can't read and I run it over. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like a double whammy there. How long is study hall?
Oh.
I'm just looking now. Here's the other worst part of being EST is it's 2:30 a.m. right now and I have work tomorrow.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. So, you know how it is. Maybe I'll just go watch the rest of the VOD I was watching and then pretend to go to sleep. Because, I mean, okay, I've got the blocking done, kind of, for the overlay. And that's mostly what I wanted to do. Because I don't want to sit here and literally edit the vector that people did. I don't think that's fair to them. I'm not going to use those laptops down there either. And also, you know, not trying to like nitpick, but they didn't even make this key straight on them. So,
Okay.
you know,
Mm.
the perspective is pretty whack on the side laptops as well. It's like actually pretty bad, but hey, you know, that's just constructive criticism.
Mm.
I don't even like laptops.
I'm like okay with laptops, but I'm so used to 2 monitors, so.
Well, now I have 3. Wait, I sent you the picture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you show the picture?
Oh, no, I didn't. Did you want me to show?
Oh, yeah, you can show that one if you want.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like,
Yeah, you can show that one.
okay.
I don't think it shows anything. I should also probably show it on the stream. Just for reference.
This picture.
And I drag things in because I don't know how else to do it.
That mic is so close to your face. I don't know how you.
It's so funny.
My peripheral
It is
vision
like,
would be so annoying.
yeah, it is annoyed right now currently. But no, eye level mic is so funny. But that's the only way to keep it out of the way of the drawing tablet. So I guess if I'm doing drawing, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We'll put it on this laptop down here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm working with.
I don't remember what fingers are for a second. Hi, Tabs. Welcome.
Hey, Tabs. Sorry, I didn't get to. I didn't get to do the Blade Point collab that time because my head tried to destroy itself that Saturday.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I had a headache. It's nothing serious. Just had to. Next time. Next time I'll probably have played it more than one time because that was like, I was very early on into it. So I hope you all had a good time anyway. I'm sure Klaus filled in nicely as somebody who actually played the game. I guess I should probably just use the brick wall from the lounge. Why not? Can I use the brick wall from the lounge?
Yes, just use it.
Okay.
It'll fit, like, it'll be a consistent theme.
Yeah. We'll do study hall and a brick wall. Why not?
Okay, I think I finally got the fingers a little bit better.
Mr. Ellis.
That's too thick to be a pinky.
Uh-oh. Wait. No. Invert this. There you go. And then we shall delete. Hold on.
No, that's too skinny for a pinky. Gosh dang it, there's no in between.
Oh, man. It's like just small enough. Wait, this is a stupid resolution. Okay, hold on.
God, what's the resolution?
No, this vector is huge. It's like 5K.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, thankfully I don't need all of this space. So I can go ahead and reduce that down. And then bring in the brick wall and have plenty of space. We'll just delete that.
How does your pinky connect to your hand? It's very flat.
Oh, we have these things called bones.
I just struggle with hands. I had fun drawing the gripping hands. Just the hand on the neck I'm having a lot of trouble with.
Yeah.
I want it to look creepy enough. But I also want to make it look like an actual hand that's not broken.
Right.
Just these last two fingers.
I actually still... I don't know if you... Wait, did you see the way that the stream was set up?
I saw that you had multiple... Oh gosh.
The laptops in the front showing random stuff.
Yeah, the laptops in the front.
Yeah. So I actually do still have like a BlueStacks on the lower left with a different game open.
Like, what is that on the side?
So it was just like, oh, this is a gacha game.
Yes, gacha games.
Yeah.
I love and hate them because I want to collect them all.
I blame Mouse one time, just one stream, did a sponsor for a game called Eversoul. And I don't care if I'm like the last, I feel like I'm the last person playing this game because nobody talks about it. I've barely ever heard of it, but I still play it till this day. And she did it like a year ago or something. And like never spoke of it again. Like a lot of like, you know, random sponsors like this, sometimes it's just like, all right, I'm doing this because I need money. Sometimes you get sponsored for things you like, and I actually do get sponsor emails sometimes, like those Stream Elements ones, the kind of sketch looking ones. But you know, not trying to be mean, but you know, I get them. I look at them and it's like, oh, okay, Marvel Snap. Never gonna play that in my entire life. Like, let me even just look at them now.
I remember I did one for Raid Shadow Legends, and then I got addicted to Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, really?
And I was like, dang it.
Huh.
It's because I really like those build up your character and upgrade them with like different cards.
Yeah.
That is my kryptonite. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why. I like building them so they get to the gold card.
Yeah. There was another one that like that I remember playing as well. Well, I think I played Epic 7 for a little bit.
I played a lot of Pokemon Masters EX, which I still haven't downloaded.
Yeah, unfortunate name with that one.
Pokemon, but gotcha. Like, that's literally... And then they added, like, 2 years later, I'm still playing it, and they're like, we're adding a special feature where you get to hang out with your favorite trainers on your own. And I'm like, why would you do this to me?
Now it's a dating sim.
Why have you done this? You put Professor Sycamore in the game, and you expect me not to go on a coffee date with them?
That is cruel.
It was, and of course, he's like one of the most popular, like, professors, I guess? So he was in the first batch of trainers you could take on a date, basically.
Let me look this person up. I feel like I recognize who you're talking about. mentally,
Professor
but I don't
Pokemon.
know them by name.
He was the professor in X and Y, which was the French one.
There was a French
He, I
Pokemon
I
game.
love him. Well, it like took place in France,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because they had what was it?
Oh,
Lumio City was like based on Paris.
oh. I did not know this.
Hmm?
I actually know very, like, drastically little about Pokemon past, like, Gen 2. And I think
I
that
know
probably,
like some.
yeah.
I know more than most people, but like not as much as like super fans.
Yeah.
Like I played up until Diamond and Pearl, and then I came back for X and Y and Sun and Moon, and then Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet.
I
I
think we,
skipped Black and White and Black and White 2.
really. I thought people said those were good.
They are, but like I guess at the time I was like already older and I was like, I'm not
Uh,
gonna play this anymore. Pokemon's for babies.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I ever had the this thing is for babies phase because you know, I never really thought that way. But I think once I had gotten to Pokemon, I was already sort of, I was just into other JRPGs. So my thinking was more along the lines of I enjoy these other JRPGs more than this one. So I'll just play them. So I did.
Mm. I think it was like they came out with the Hoenn remakes, which was the Hoenn region were the first Pokemon games I got into.
Right.
So then I jumped back in and they were paired with X and Y, so I ended up playing X and Y as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, hello, Massa. Massa. Another bunny here.
Hey! More buns, more.
I, I actually don't know how long ago they said that because I haven't even had my third monitor is supposed to be for the chat, but I had it. I genuinely could probably use 4 monitors or 5 and just like have every single window on a single monitor, and then I would still get the windows confused.
Oh no!
I do
I
want
want to
once.
get a monitor for chat. Like
Yeah,
that's
the
my
chat
main.
monitor thing is really nice. I put Discord on there too, though, so I flip between those. But
That too, Discord on a monitor would be nice.
yeah, it's nice because
Monitors are really janky right now. Like I have our Discord voice call pinned over my stop streaming and like all of those buttons on
yeah,
one monitor.
yeah, and it's weird because like the monitor that I currently have vertical, it's like got a 144 refresh rate, so
Mm.
technically I could like game on this thing, and it's the best monitor that I have for gaming, but I'm not using it for gaming because I can't. So I think I might look into a different arm that can put the drawing tablet lower so I can have a different
Mm.
monitor in front of me and then have literally 4 monitors.
Mm.
But I'm just at that point. But, I probably should save money and stop doing that. Or maybe upgrade something else. I don't know.
That's like the only money like I spend usually is like I need something to make stream easier.
Yeah.
Like I bought PlayStation 3 cables because I wanted to play PlayStation 3 games. And I
Right.
have my PlayStation 3, but the remotes are dead and I have no wire that fits the plug to charge those because it's so like archaic, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to buy those on Amazon. Thankfully, they had them. I was very surprised.
Hmm. Yeah. I haven't messed with console streaming yet. Like at all. It kind of scares me
I do
still.
a lot of console streaming just because it's less load on my PC.
Right.
Because like these they stutter sometimes depending on the game I play.
Yeah. And my
Some
solution to
games
that
are
has been
super easy.
slowly to try and beef up the PC so that it doesn't do that. But now I'm at the point
Mm.
where the only thing I can do is uh, upgrade the motherboard. And you know that's
Mm.
like the worst. Like you
That'd be
can't
a
even do
bit
that
messy. Yeah.
because you have to pull the whole thing apart now.
Do you have like a pre-built or do you have like a custom?
It's I have like a generationally traumatized PC essentially
Like
because
traumatized.
because it started as a oh, I can send you a picture. It looks better now, but because I finally got
Did
like
it
an air
start
blower.
did it start as like a I need to dust mine. No one
Yeah.
look at my PC case. It's so dusty.
Yeah. But well, okay, I'm trying to take care of it better now, but it's basically a case where I started with a pre-built and then I just started slowly ripping the thing apart and then just bringing all of the old HDDs, SDDs and all that
Mm.
from like frame to frame. So I finally have like a full tower PC and but it's just like got all that old stuff still stuck in there and one of them recently died finally,
Ooh, no.
but I have it on life
Mm.
support, like one of those external HDD things, so I can
Mm.
still access it for a little while, but
Mm.
it's basically going to die. Like it got to the point where every single time I would load up the PC, it would just start making a very, very high pitched accessing noise and
Yikes.
then dying like 30 minutes
Oh my
later.
god.
So yeah, that thing is almost dead.
Mm. Now my first PC I got was my brother gave me his old Dell like tower computer,
Ew.
and then we took out everything
Uh-huh.
and we put it into a new case, and we got I think a graphics card. It was a 1080 Ti, which like
Ooh.
it's 1080 Ti isn't the best graphics card,
Well, I
but
mean, it's
I'm
you
still
now.
surprised.
At the
Yeah,
time, though, it was great.
I'm I'm surprised that it's lasted so long though, because I ended up giving that PC away to a friend. Just because I was like, I want you to have a nice computer.
Yeah.
Here, take this. And she's able to play like all of the same games as I am. It's just not on like the highest graphic settings.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, it works. The only thing is, it's been making like this weird rickety like clicking noise, and we're trying to figure out if it's the because it's like it has liquid cooling.
Uh huh.
We're trying to figure out if it's liquid cooling and there's just air bubbles in the coolant,
Oh.
or if it's one of the hard drives dying. If it's a hard drive dying, I can just replace it. I
I
got her
genuinely think
SSD.
like that sounds like what it was doing because it would do a really really high pitched thing and then it would click like
Yeah,
three or
it was
four
like
times.
yeah,
It
it
would
was.
do that, and then it would
Mm.
do that like every few minutes, and then it would stop because the thing would no longer be able to be accessed.
Ah.
So I think it might be if there's an old HDD in there, I think that might be it.
Yeah, there's an old HDD. That HDD is from 2015.
Oh gosh, yeah, mine was from around the same time, so I think it's got to be that.
Yeah, I got her an SSD for her birthday.
Hmm.
Technically, the computer was supposed to be for her birthday,
Right.
but I was like, it's been sitting in my house, and I've been meaning to give it to her. And originally, I was gonna wait, put the SSD in, and then give it to her, but the SSD was taking forever to ship.
Right.
And I was like, but Baldur's Gate came out,
Oh
and all this. Like
yeah.
all of the games were coming out, and I was like, take computer now, play it, see how it goes.
Hmm.
It's just that clicking. I gotta go over and replace the SSD, which is pretty easy.
Yeah, I think that should be easy. I mean, obviously it should be easy, but no,
I'm just
that's got to be
hoping
the
the
problem.
clicking. Yeah, I'm hoping the clicking is purely the HDD and not the coolant, because the only way to fix the coolant is to either A, buy a new liquid cooling system, or B, shake the coolant like
Oh.
reservoir in a certain way to get the air bubbles out.
I don't like
But I'm
shake. I don't like shake for anything
I
in the solution to a computer issue.
saw like a tutorial. It was like how to shake the air bubbles out of your HDD, and
No.
I was like, not HDD, your reservoir for liquid cooling, and I was like, no man, I can't. This is too much anxiety.
Yeah, I'd freak
If I
out.
break something.
Oh, let's look at my pay stub. Because they send it in at 2:30 a.m. for some reason.
That's random.
Yeah. They always call it gross. So sad. Finally, they're properly taking the insurance out. Okay, I can work with that.
Something about this hand isn't right. I might just erase it and move on. Try a different area.
Hmm.
It's the last two fingers.
It tripped the alarm. It's crazy. You know what? This has been a nice day. I think perhaps I should stop though. But I did get a lot done.
Well, that's good.
And you know, somebody actually just came into the chat, but this was always meant to be short. I need to start these earlier. For sure though. Wait. Well, I got the blocking for the thingy done. I got the most that I'm gonna really do. I should probably save though.
Yeah, save.
I should probably save though. Wait, oh,
I'm a chronic saver. I am a panic saver.
I usually have a timer that reminds me of it, but I did not have it on at all.
No, I panic because I've had it before where when I was taking a graphic design class, I procrastinated, shouldn't have, and I was working on this, and I was like, I'm so close to finishing, and then the snowstorm hit, and the power went out, and I did not save.
Oh no.
And when everything shut off, it had saved, I guess, like automatically saved, like 2 seconds after I had opened the document, basically. So there's no work.
Oh no.
I was like, what's the point of this autosave function? If it doesn't, it just registers you opening the document as like, oh, yes, a save.
I once lost 2 months of work on a 3D model that I was making.
Oh my gosh.
And it was because I physically dropped it. I dropped the thing and it snapped in half.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like, oh, well, nothing I can do about that. No recovering that.
Well, I had a USB drive that was at the time like 128 gigabytes. And I was dumb. I did not do the, like, have multiple copies of the same thing in case something happens.
Yeah.
I dropped my laptop and the USB was in it.
Oh,
and the USB
snapped off
against the table and just broken.
Heartbreaking.
I was so rushed. Because I was editing YouTube videos for people, like for friends and stuff. And they're like just silly collab videos, and I lost all of them.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was soul crushing. I was like, dang. I remember I asked my dad, do you think we can like solder it or something? And he's like, it's gone.
Nah.
You can just say goodbye.
You just gotta take the loss at that point. But yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the first times that I learned that basically at that point, you just have to recognize that you're going to relearn and redo the old thing faster the second time, and that it's going to be okay. Like losing a bunch of work, it sucks. It's terrible, but it happens.
Mm.
All right, we got the brick wall in, and that's all I need. And then I'm just going to redo the laptops and put some better clocks and more appropriate artwork on the back.
Mm.
Wait, let me just save out this, like, well, no, hold on. Let me get this a little bit more vague first. Just, yeah, no using other people's vectors. That's no good. All right. I mean, never mind. We'll delete this first.
Huh? My screen was glitching out. I got strobed.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
How did that happen? Oh my gosh.
Okay, there we go. Nothing underneath. And we'll make that a bit more. Regular. Okay. And then we'll just work off of it from there. All right. See, I'm not even stopping because I'm tired. I'm stopping because I'm supposed to. That's like the annoying.
Always how it is.
Yeah. It's a responsibility thing. I don't want to. But
that
what
so often.
Yeah, I just hate actually having inspiration for something, but then having to realize that it's almost 3 a.m.
I need to learn to like actually go to bed though when I tell myself, because then I'm like, okay, but like I'll just draw one more thing and I'll go to bed, and then it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, well, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we're sleeping 3 hours today, boys.
Yep. And I'm about to. I mean, I'm not about to sleep 3 hours. I'm about to sleep 1 or 2.
Oh no.
But whatever. I mean, I've slept on less. Yeah, that is also the worst. Like, Hanzo was saying. Oh, yeah, Insomniacs. It's like, it's like voluntary insomnia for me. Because I get home, but my time is like displaced. So I usually have my mental cool down of, doing whatever when I get home. I try to start doing something by 7. And then by the time I get going, it's like, oh, okay. So it's 1 a.m. And I completely folded time away doing whatever. And that's when I could have been streaming. But no, now I feel like doing at least something. And then I got fixated on this. And, it's been a lot of fun. I want to start these earlier and then maybe just see how long I can go. And so I think Ruby said he wanted to, or I think Ruby said they wanted to join tomorrow.
Oh, another study stream?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to try and do as many as I can think of whenever I want to. But
I know there's a couple of things going on. Because EJ and I are going to play Phasmo together. Earlier in the day.
Oh yeah, you were gonna play Phasmo, and then Goose Goose Duck is tomorrow, isn't it?
Oh, so yeah, Goose Goose Duck is tomorrow. So
Hmm.
She said we gotta plan it for before Goose Goose stuff, which
Right.
is fine.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
like so bad with time zones.
Yeah, the hammer time thing is super useful, but I I still struggle with it because especially when people aren't like using it all the time for everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yes, that's the problem when people are like, okay, but EST this time, and I'm like,
mm-hmm,
plus 3 hours, and then Central, and I'm like, wait, but how many do you add for Central?
yeah, it can be a little difficult at times to account for everybody's time zones because we have like 40 people now, so
Mm.
there's
We
not
have a lot of
one time
I have
zone.
so many bottles to work on still.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like Hanzo was saying, the motivation to draw, but it comes at work, and then
Ooh,
it's like,
yeah.
all right, well maybe I'll draw at lunch, and then it's like, oh okay, so now I have 30 minutes to do it. Okay, so now I have 15 minutes to do it. Okay, so well,
You see,
you
the
know,
benefit of being an art teacher is
yeah,
you give your kids like a thing to draw, and then you're like, okay, well I'll just sit down and draw something, and then I'll casually walk around the classroom and double check everyone's doing something.
nice.
I usually did elementary school though, so the kids were pretty good and they had a lot of fun with art. So, and then when I worked at the daycare, it was like the kids could do whatever they wanted, so I could just draw art and watch them.
Fair enough. Oh no, my thingy unlocked. Overlays. Wait. My distraction.
What happened?
Oh, I just realized I had left it on the same thing. I really like the laptop thing though.
I know, I like the laptop thing. It looks cool.
I should probably put that picture away though. I'll just remove that.
Oh, am I playing with EJ tomorrow? Yep, I am. Oh, I remember EJ said that she wanted to invite Not Cute to
Mm-hmm.
Phasmo. Do you play spooky games?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No, you're not into spooky things.
Oh, I mean, I can watch other people do it. It's not even like I'm not into it. I just, well, I have sisters. So I can't be very loud most of the time. And
Oh, so you don't want to be like,
yeah, I mean, I could probably like quiet down my reactions, but I mean, you know how it is. That's not fun for people to be like,
no.
he did a sharp inhale. Oh wow, that was crazy. Oh man, clip that. So, it's a sharp inhale. Like that's about all you're gonna get. And so I feel like it would probably be a little bit more appropriate for whatever I do in October or something like that to be more of an experiment of reading something or
I was gonna say because your voice is like perfect for, like, when I was small, I used to listen to Creeps McPasta and Mr. Creepypasta read creepypastas.
yeah. And I could go through and take suggestions and see some more stuff like that. And I feel like I would get a little bit more out of that just because I have wanted to do reading streams on here, but I don't know about the licensing stuff. So
I was gonna say because like one of my favorite books recently that I've read is The Red Dragon, which is like a prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
I didn't know that there was one of those.
Yeah. The language, the author is very like he likes to use a lot of metaphors and like things like that. So it's a very interesting and fun read.
Yeah.
And I've wanted to read it, but I'm like, what is the copyright?
from what I've seen, you basically have to get permission almost directly from the publisher, not even the author.
Dang.
So, you know.
Could I read Twilight on stream?
Oh, please. Actually, no, just read the pages where she skips the months. That's my favorite part. Hilarious.
Oh
Best use of page space ever.
I can't. Those were... I read all of those because I was like a teenager when they came out, I think. Or
Yeah.
I was like on the cusp of becoming a teenager.
I was on the Hunger Games at the time that Twilight came out. And I still remember very distinctly that was the first series that I ever read. Like, not first series I ever read, but
that you were like having fun with?
Well, I mean, okay, here's how I will put it. I always read series up to then. There were some books that had like 5 in the series, 7 in the series, some trilogies here and there. And I believe this was the first time I read to the end of a trilogy and I felt empty and disgusted and like I wasted my time.
Oh no!
Because I loved those first 2 books. And then...
You didn't like the Mockingjay at all?
Yeah. I hated it so much.
I liked Catching Fire, I think, the most. That one was my favorite.
Was that the second one?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, I liked the second one. But no, it made me genuinely hate the series so much that I never watched the movies still.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I should go back and give it a chance. And maybe this was my speaking from, you know, I mean, I was a kid when I read it. Like, and so, you know, any single time there was something bad that happened, I took it personally. But like, you know, plenty of bad stuff happened in the first 2 books. Some
things in Mockingjay where I was like, this is unforgivable.
Well, yeah, Mockingjay was like, it was so over the top, and it just made me feel like, did I completely waste my time reading this entire series? And that was the feeling that it left me with. And then the Snow book came out, and I was like, who in their right mind cares about snow? It's 3 a.m. I probably shouldn't get all heated about this, but still.
I probably shouldn't rant right now.
You know.
No, rant. We enjoy it. It's
yeah,
fun.
Mockingjay killed me. Mockingjay killed me. Wait. What is this? Sorry. Distraction game. I did not know that there was a...
You know what gotcha game like won my heart and soul?
Which one?
It was one called Food Wars, where all of the characters are based on dishes. And like dishes from varying cultures.
Oh.
Dishes and like drinks and lots of stuff.
I think Mouse talked about that one at some point.
So many. My favorite is I think her name is Black Tea, the character. Her design's very cute. And also Milk. Milk is my favorite as well.
Oh.
She is very cute.
Yeah.
They also had vodka. Vodka was really nice.
It is interesting though. Like I don't know what it is. Something about the formatting of gacha games. Like I went through a phase, like a big phase with them. But yeah, you know, it's not over. Arknights is, it's not ruined my life, but vastly improved it. It's improved it, but it's ruined my wallet a little bit. Here and there.
Me with all of the new DLC that's been coming out. I got the Cyberpunk one, and I got the Resident Evil one.
Oh, were you still gonna play that tonight?
Yeah, probably a bit later though. I'm planning on streaming pretty late tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be out of your hair in like a couple minutes here, because I'm literally just clicking through like the game right now. So
the daily.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm doing the the muscle memory daily click through of just like, oh man.
Man, I would do that so often with Food Wars. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
gotta get my dailies in, even if I'm not gonna play.
Yep.
I gotta. I knew what time it reset, like exact.
Yep. And I know it for this and for Arknights because they're 12 hours apart.
At Food Wars, I remember reset at 10 p.m. for me every night,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was weird, but I'm like, okay, maybe it's just time difference. I was obsessed with that game.
Yeah. It's like, it's 8 p.m. for Eversoul and 7 a.m. for Arknights. They automated so many more things on Eversoul as well.
Oh, like auto battles?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing is an auto battle, but now you can do a thing called a sweep. And you just like, yeah.
You put like, they give you like a certain amount of sweeps.
Yeah.
You just get all your monies.
Yeah, you just get it automatically. I wish they could do that a little bit more for Arknights, but I mean, they do have like auto run stuff. It just kind of sits there and makes you watch the run, though. I do wish you could skip a little bit more with that. They finally added skips for Annihilations, which was like a 400 enemy battle that would take like 30 minutes at a time. And it finally is able to be skipped. It's like, it's so nice. Finally. And yeah, Hanzo was saying like Blue Archive has sweeps. I know a lot of games. Yeah, a lot of games have sweeps.
I would before bed I was like, gotta do my autos and then just sweep like for all the ingredients I need to make food.
Yep.
Because you also could make food in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, not cute. And hello, Josie. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Josie.
We're doing a study hall. It's a late night study hall.
Very late night for me. I guess it's like what, 12?
Yeah, it's like midnight for me. But I'm like a night owl, so I'm usually up until like 4.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I guess I'm almost up until 4 right now. But if I don't stop now, wait, why is the overhead light so? I wonder what's getting hot. Sorry.
You okay?
Okay. I just probably need to wind down. After I do all of these arena matches. Actually, you know what? I'll just full screen it on the stream. I'm literally playing it on a very, very tiny window while pretending.
I'm like, I'm trying to see what you're doing.
Like, there's literally nothing. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there you are.
Oh gosh, I'm so big. What happened?
What? I don't know.
Oh, geez.
You tell me. I think I just have it. I think I just have it in the center. Because usually, I think you just have a tall image.
A tall one. Dang.
Well, that's not an insult. Hold on. Well, it doesn't show your name, but you know, people can read the title.
I want to see the waifus.
Okay, there you go.
They are all very drawn cutely.
Yes. I still remember doing like a overview, I guess, of all the characters in the game at the time. I think I probably should do another one. But yeah, this has like battle skips for all this. They made a character, huh?
I said, you see, I would get sucked into it because I love like cute characters, nicely drawn characters.
Yeah, no, for some reason, I don't know that this one is particularly popular, but I really love the character designs in it. Like, they went above and beyond for how small the game is. But I mean, it's been chugging along. I think they're probably making a decent amount of money because of how grossly unfair and predatory the shop is.
Oh
But
no.
you know, sorry, endorsement. Sorry, but no, this was the new character that came out today. But like, they go kind of crazy
What?
on the
The
designs.
design.
Yeah,
She's so cute. Oh my gosh.
yeah. I don't even know what. Oh, she's a defender. The basic costume is always hot, I guess. But yeah, the game also
Oh,
has like, it's got dating sim elements, so you can give gifts to characters and go out on
mm-hmm.
outings and talk to them, etc. And
They're all so cute.
you know, the story is decent as well, from all I know, or for what I like. Okay, here's what happened. I watched Mouse read through some of the story, and I thought, oh, this story seems interesting. And then I played through it, and then immediately started skipping it because that's just kind of what happens. And I thought, well, you know, I can watch it later. There's an archive, and you know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get into a habit of skipping the story, you just keep skipping the
keep doing
story. You know, I could be missing a lot. I could be missing not very much at all. But sometimes you just want to click on the red bubble and make it go away.
Yes.
Like, it's just the long and short of it. Sometimes you can't, though. But yeah, I mean,
my problem with notifications is I'm like, oh, I can't just let them sit there and get more.
yeah, it starts accumulating. It's even from here, like, pretty much. I mean, oh, wait, no, I didn't talk to people or give them gifts. So you could always think of something to do, but I do feel like you run out of things to do with this one more because the content at the end of it is just so stat driven and difficult that
Mm-hmm.
you'll run into a wall of like being able to, it's a good secondary game, I would say. I couldn't imagine it being somebody's first or only game that they play
Mm-hmm.
because of the way that it's set up. Where is she? Okay. But yeah, it has this 3D version or this 3D thing for like the dungeons as well. Like there'll be enemies out here that you run into, and it's not turn based. It's like people milling around and hitting each other or whatever they call that. Active, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Is it like the only thing I think of it that reminds me? It's like sort of turn-based E, but not exactly. It's like the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Well, no,
Is
nothing
that
that elaborate. Um, I would say more like, because it's more auto battle-y. Uh, what was the one with active time battle? I guess they kind of all do have that. Because like if you wait to enemies attack automatically and your characters attack
you attack them?
automatically, yeah.
It's not like no tapping the screen or anything.
Well, yeah, you do tap the screen. Wait, let me just go do a battle.
I
That's
remember Food Wars had it where you had to like spam tap the screen in order to hit your
oh no,
enemies,
I
and
don't.
then you'd have special attack moves if certain food paired well together.
Mm,
Like black tea and milk had a special. I think black tea had a special attack if you used milk,
mm.
and milk had a special extra healing if black tea was in the party.
That's kind of clever to have it set up like that.
Yeah, it made making like food combo teams fun. Like I had a team that was milk, coffee, black tea, and brownie. because
Oh,
they all had a bunch of different paired moves together.
nice. You know, that sounds like a decent meal.
Yeah.
I'd eat
They
that
were
for
also
dinner.
like fully voiced, which was like a love. They're fully voiced in Japanese, and then they were slowly voicing the roster in English. I remember.
Yeah, I don't think this one's ever going to get to the point of being able to afford a dub, but
Mm.
it's fully voiced in Korean. I actually
Oh.
really do like the visuals of this game as well. Hold on, let me turn off the ×2 and turn on the cutscenes for the game. Because,
Me
okay,
times two speed because I'm like, I need to get this battle
yeah.
done.
But, okay, it actually looks crazy at normal
Oh,
speed. But
wow.
yeah, you see everybody's just sort of like doing everything automatically.
Mm.
But once you get down here, you can have it on auto use for skills. Everybody just has one skill. And then they have
Mm.
ults for this down here. Wait, the cutscenes aren't playing for the skills. Okay, there we go.
Oh. Very magical, magical
Yeah.
girl-esque.
No, it goes like
Oh
that's
my
just a
god,
regular skill.
Hyrule! Thank you for the raid, I didn't even notice.
Oh, thank you for the rain. Welcome in.
Comfy Tired Oni raid. Oh, hey, welcome. We're just drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me shout you out real quick. Ha ha ha. What were you guys? Oh, you guys were playing Cyberpunk today. What is this
Cyberpunk.
clip?
Nice.
Yeah, we played Cyberpunk yesterday for part of the DLC. Haven't finished it yet, but
I've actually still only ever seen up to a very small part of Cyberpunk, so I think someday I might get around to it.
it's a lot of fun. I like RPGs a lot, so
Yeah, same here.
haven't touched the DLC yet. Well, the DLC is fun so far from what I've played. We're supposed to play more because they picked us for the support a streamer campaign.
Oh, cool.
So we have drops enabled.
Nice.
I put my own stream on in the background and it was like, you have unlocked a drop. And I'm like, yes! I can get
Yeah.
drops too!
Nice. The best kind of nepotism is with yourself.
Yes, exactly!
And yeah, I do love the visuals of like Eversoul's weirdly polished for how small of a game it
I was
is,
gonna say,
honestly.
it's very cute. I like the art style a lot.
Yeah.
And you said it's a Korean game?
Yeah, it is. What's crazy is like I feel like there's another game that's very, very similar to this, but it's more popular. So I think that it's kind of what's happening here is like it's just getting edged out by similar stuff, but you know,
Mm.
it happens. And
Yeah.
honestly, I still will always enjoy the gameplay of Arknights more, just because it's like I like tower defense stuff,
Mm.
and it's anime tower defense. So what more could you want? Except for balloons and monkeys, I guess.
Oh, good night, Hyrule. Sleep, go rest, drink water, eat food. I know that's what I do after a stream.
Yeah.
Hydrate,
Hope you don't get sick
eat
either,
snack.
unless you're able to head it off. I stunned everybody.
Oh my goodness. That's not good. You gotta be careful. Take care of yourself. Take what's that thing that's good? You know what I learned recently?
What?
That a bunch of companies of that like medicine companies like Mucinex and Tylenol are getting sued because apparently their medication isn't actually like a decongestion
Oh,
and they've just been slapping it on the box.
oops. Well, no wonder it doesn't work.
Yeah, so
Well, that
don't
explains
take
a lot,
those ones.
frankly.
I have no other options that I can think of, but don't take the Tylenol or the Mucinex ones. And I think they mentioned Alka-Seltzer as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was mad. I was like, no wonder every time I'm congested. Oh my gosh, my brain.
So if it
Every
just
time I
literally
take them.
doesn't work, then why would they even? Okay, you know what? I know why. Because they're making money. Who cares?
Yeah. Because people will spend extra for that, like, extra supposed thing it's supposed to do for you.
Yeah.
I know I did, because I get really bad congestion, like, when I'm sick. Like, I think it's the way my nose is,
I think I
that it
just
just
tough
gets
it
really
out,
bad.
but I also don't get sick enough to really test that. I mean, right now, give me 10 years, I'll be. I think I might get into being sick again eventually, but I decided to stop doing that.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, no. I
And
decided it
like
wasn't for
everyone
me. I,
agrees.
I tried it out. It's not really my thing. Yeah, you can just
That's
stop.
funny.
They don't tell you that.
Oh my goodness. That is funny. No, man, I have a horrible immune system, and it doesn't help now that all of my work is strictly online.
Uh-huh.
So I just don't leave the house.
Yeah, it doesn't get tested and it doesn't
Yeah,
get
and then it's
strengthened, I guess.
garbage. I go out to the supermarket once, and then I get sick.
Yeah. I mean, it does not help that we were, you know, it was a quite encouraged thing within the past few years not to go outside. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are also running around with untested immune systems, I'm sure.
Mm.
And, obviously there's like pre existing conditions for all that as well.
Yeah.
I used to have asthma, but I did. This one I genuinely did just stop. I like actually. Okay, I
No
outgrew
more
it.
Sorry, asthma isn't for me anymore.
Yeah, no, I actually outgrew it. It is supposed to leave later. I was always told that anyway.
Mm.
It's
I mean,
only
I had
supposed to torture
allergies
you
that
when
were
you're
just
young. Oh yeah, allergies. I don't know about that leaving.
There's teeth bite for today. Everyone seems to love teeth bite. I also liked your name. I'm not gonna say.
Oh god,
I'm not gonna say
that's
it
a
out
name.
loud. But it made
That's
me laugh.
yeah, that's a name. That
That is a
is for sure
truly
that a
unique
name
name.
that a person can have.
I did not think it was possible, but I learn new things every day.
Yeah, I don't think anything's really past Twitch,
No.
frankly.
I've been working on the same hand for like the past hour. I'm giving up. There's just not gonna be a hand there, guys.
Yeah. Oh, you really are giving up, huh? I mean, I,
Yeah.
I think the three, rule of threes and all that, it kind of works out.
I mean, I'll probably draw more hands, but I can't draw one on his neck. Like the hand, I keep drawing it too small.
Yeah,
I'm bad.
you do.
I mean, I would assume that could happen.
I've never gotten banned for my name.
Oh, I've been pretty good with my name. Usually I pop into chat and people are like, what do I call you? Your name's so long. And I'm like, just call me Celeste. It's fine.
It's actually pretty easy. Oh, by the way, this character over here. Oh, a fun part is like you can just pause and get like stats on people. This character, Daphne, she's unable to be killed for a certain amount of time. It's so weird that that's what they went with, but she just has a passive where she can't die.
That's insane.
So it's like, oh, okay. I'll
Well,
put
I
in
guess
the
you're
one
just
that
on,
can't
like,
die.
all the time.
It's like,
Oh my
ugh.
gosh. That option for another name kills me. I can't right now.
You're trying to make that one work, huh? All right.
I don't know. Man.
I don't
feel
know.
like-
I feel like Netflix and chill is always just going to be synonymous with that.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, we get what you mean. It works out. Also, I think this is my favorite ultimate.
Are they all like magical girls ish?
I don't know. I didn't watch the story.
Because it kind of reminds me of like, you know, the magical girl like transformation power stuff scenes.
They've got a lot of. Oh, I keep putting a lot of mages in the party. Maybe that's why. Yeah. They got some bruisers in there.
So well animated.
Yeah, no, they go absolutely nuts.
They go hard.
Like it's going all the way to space to shoot the laser. Like, all right.
Dang.
But yeah, like for a relatively unknown game, very good visuals.
Mm.
By the way, this is always going to be the point of study hall. Like, you know,
Like your god
like the
taking a break.
yeah, you know, you got to take breaks every once in a while.
It's important, yes. I'm like trying to decide where I want to put the next hand.
Does there need to be a next hand?
I don't know. I want to make it extra creepy. It already looks creepy with the 3 hands.
It does. I feel like the 3 almost gets the point across, though. Like, could you have him holding up his hand? Maybe?
I'm thinking like maybe a hand on the chin would look like kind of creepy.
Maybe.
If he had his if he had his hand on his chin.
Like the thinking emoji?
Kind of.
Like,
This is sus.
I wonder what her ultimate looks like. I actually haven't seen it. Because I always keep the stuff off. No, not you. That's the opponent. Opponents can do ults in this mode. They normally can't. But it's trying to be extra, you know, difficult. It's crazy. Yeah, she's still not dead. She's just hovering around at 1 HP.
You can't kill me.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, actually all of these outfits were free. With like events and stuff. Unless I'm...
That's the thing with gotchas. A lot of them, like, you have to pay for the extra outfits.
Yeah. Arknights is
I
one of
like-
those.
I played what was it? The only reason I have ever played League is because I wanted the cute girls in the cute skins.
Fair enough. I
I
I played Smite for when the V Shoujo skins came out. I got those, but
I was
then
tempted.
yeah, I recognized like, oh wait, there's actually like hundreds of characters in this, and they have interesting skins too. I need to stop playing this right now.
Oh
Like I
no, I'm
gotta
gonna get
stop.
hurt. Literally played League with friends only because I was like, I want skin for Miss Fortune because she's a pirate and they had a really cool tango skin.
Fair
She looked
enough.
really pretty in it.
Loot. Well, let me speed this up.
Have like 4 fingers.
Wait,
He
do I
looks
have a
like he's
reason to
going,
be?
oops.
Yeah, I feel like okay. You were saying the characters are meant to be cute, sort of.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it
They're like
fits.
supposed to be like Muppets, like Sesame Street kind of style.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole premise is it's Welcome Home is a TV show that was like popular in the 60s and 70s, but it's like lost, like what do they call it? Like lost media,
Yeah.
where like they're trying to figure out where all the bits and pieces are, and
Mm,
then you dig deeper and you find like really spooky stuff. No one knows
right.
exactly like the story behind it. It's still like I don't want to say it's still in its early phase,
Well,
but
I bet there's a lot of people that think they know.
yeah, there are a lot of people like I've watched game theory videos on it,
Of course.
and he's like 100% determined that this is a cult and they're gaining members through Wally, and I'm like I'm like your whole base is on the fact that he had a cross as a cufflink. Like
I mean, have you known MatPat to ever single in on a very, very small detail and make that the basis for an entire theory? Like, that sounds ridiculous. He's never done that before.
oh my gosh.
I think that's probably why people like him, though. Or
Yeah.
people that enjoy the pedantic like analysis of like really small details are really into game theory. I actually like them a lot too, though. I think
I watched all his Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. His
yeah, and GT
art
Live
was
is actually really
bananas.
fun.
Yes, GT Live. I got to meet him at VidCon one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
he was promoting his YouTube Red show at the time, I remember.
That's a date.
Yeah,
That's a
because he was
you. Yeah, I remember
a
YouTube
while
Red.
ago. Yeah. He had his like game theory like IRL theory game. Like I
Yeah,
created a Mirror's Edge episode.
I think I
Um
remember trying to watch that, or maybe trying to buy it to watch it. And I think I watched that episode, something like that.
yeah.
I actually watched Good Game too. Like
I watched that.
I genuinely
watched
thought that was pretty decent though.
what was it? The Scare PewDiePie, I remember, was also being
Oh.
promoted at the time.
Yeah, that was actually one creator I never really watched their videos. I did watch Mark. I watched you know,
Mark and Jack.
yeah, Mark and Jack. But that was like a long time ago. I think maybe here and there something will filter through of like, I wonder what they thought of this game or something. Like maybe every 2 or 3 years I'll be like, huh, they're still here. Let me watch the video.
I've always watched Jack's like life update videos. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Like they pop up and I'm like, it's my boy. I want to see
Yeah.
how he's doing.
At some point, it's almost like a force of habit. It's like, oh, wait. I think probably the most, oddly enough, I think, okay, you know what? The last, like, hoorah of me watching a bunch of Mark was Unis Honest. I watched a lot of
Oh my
those.
gosh, I watched a lot of those
I
too.
still have a screenshot of like the last second of that before the channel went
Oh
down.
really? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I was into those, and I actually was not all that familiar with what's his face? Why did I call him
Ethan?
what's his face? Ethan, yes.
Yeah,
Um
Crank Gameplays, which I think he switched now to just Ethan.
yeah, I think he's just Ethan now. But yeah, like I was not familiar with him all that much, and I think that was probably the first time I had like subscribed to him and checked some of his stuff out.
My sister, okay, funny story, that same VidCon where I saw Matt Pat and he signed like a poster of the YouTube Red Show for me
Mm-hmm.
because they were handing them out. My sister really, really, really wanted to meet Crank Gameplays because she was obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like 10 at the time, I think. And she was upset because we were waiting to get picked up because I was like her chaperone.
Right.
We were waiting to get picked up by her mom after the convention. It was the last day. And as we're sitting there waiting, Ethan just walks out of like the door right next to where you walk out and you get picked up by like Ubers and cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was like destiny. And my sister was like super scared and nervous to say hi. So I walked up to him and I'm like, "Hi. My little sister loves you so much." And she's just like really scared to say hi. And he's like, "Oh, I'd love to meet her." And he took pictures with her and everything. It was
That's
really
cool.
cute. I still have them. She's so small in that. Oh, that was a good memory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really did not get to meet a lot of conventions in the South are generally like you'll have some people like voice actors and things that come in, but
Mm-hmm.
I think more recently, the idea of getting VTuber guests has now gotten some of these places to get more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that I went to was MomoCon, and there was a
Ooh, how was
panel
that?
for Zen and Mouse, and I actually got to sit in the audience, and I don't think I got to ask a question or anything because they weren't really doing that. But Nags
Mm-hmm.
was the host for the panel,
Mm-hmm.
and I did not even really think I'd get to like see him in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was interesting. He's smaller than he
Yeah.
looks, but you know,
Mm.
it was cool.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
excited for TwitchCon.
for what con?
Oh, for TwitchCon.
TwitchCon. Oh,
It's
okay.
yeah, it's coming up in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Yeah, I think so. I'm not excited for it, but I'm excited to hear the stories, and I'm happy that people are going and all that. That's just always how it is with all that West Coast stuff, but it's cool. One of these days, maybe next year.
One of these days. I mean, like a lot of the conventions take place within like the same week, or like the same week but different weekends. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like all packed in there.
Yeah, like VidCon is literally usually like VidCon is first, and then you have like your 7 days in between, and then Anime Expo is like right there.
Mm-hmm.
It gets really crazy busy.
Wait, let me update the overlay on the screen. How about that? That'll be the last thing I do for now. Because I said I was going to go, and then I stayed up for 30 more minutes.
I know. We talked. I distracted you.
No, it's fine. That's the point of all this. I'm here to have fun. I mean, study and draw and get things done, All right. Now, where did I put it? Not there. Ooh, that's wrong. Oh, why is it like that? Oh, there's a filter on it. That's why. There's a color correction filter. There we go. Ah, everything's incorrect.
Everything is slightly shifted.
Oh, but I can work with that. I can also put it underneath because that's the point of transparency. I really like having that. I don't know. I know that you've messed with overlays quite a bit to the point of like professional level stuff.
I just mush things and draw random stuff, and
I know what I said.
Like, that looks nice.
I mean,
just the randomness of things.
Yeah, it works. Wait, let me, because I have this.
I suddenly remembered how to animate in freaking Photoshop.
Ah, I've animated a few things, but nothing like insane. Mostly 3D stuff. Okay, now the Fugi is on the third monitor. And the posters are non-discrete, but I can just keep adding things as I go from there. And that's what I'll do next time. Because I need to leave.
Yes, you need to sleep.
For work in 2 hours.
Yikes.
No, I need to leave for work in 3 hours. So I got a little time to sleep. But yeah, I guess the very obvious thing to do is close this down. Hit a I did this whole thing without the stream manager up. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to do this as much as I can because even if it's a situation where I feel like I'm forcing myself to just like sit in the VC and work on stuff, because I feel like it's about time I get more things done on a regular basis because I know that I have the time. And it's just fun to hang out. So I know that there's a lot of people who want to do that as well.
I have a bad habit of doing a lot of creative stuff off stream that I'm like, wait, this might actually be interesting.
Yeah.
To stream and talk with people.
Well, like I forcefully made it as uninteresting as possible by not even having the mic on most of the time. And I recognize because that's usually when I'm like watching a stream or something while working. And what I thought is, wait, I'll just put the stream that I'm watching on one of those little laptops down there and just be honest. And like, if I, like this time, of course, I wanted to see what you were drawing, so I had your stream up. But I honestly could have just like put somebody else's stream down there and been listening in headphones and like chiming in on a conversation maybe every once in a while, or like staying muted in here while somebody else is talking. Like I feel like it's just a bit more freeform to like hang out and do stuff rather than just like sit muted alone with literally nothing for anybody to listen to. So other than my music, which I think has actually been looping for the past hour.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I did not realize that.
Twice.
Yeah.
It was the new one, Moonlight Sunrise, it's called. It was looped on stream for like 2 hours straight, and then someone in chat was like, am I going crazy or is this song just never ending?
Yeah, just realized it was the same like few guitar riffs for the past maybe hour and a half now.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, you know what? The first one's always scuffed, right? And the second,
Yeah.
and the third,
And maybe the
and
fourth.
maybe the fifth as well. But hey, it was fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right, I gotta go.
Good night.
I shall, I shall dump my one viewer onto your stream, and it might just be me because this is way too late for anybody who normally watches to still be here. But out of principle, we'll just go ahead and raid.
You see, my issue is I stream way too late, so I
Eh,
get like I can never stream early. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just a midnight streamer, I guess.
yeah,
This is the path I have chosen.
why not? It's more honest.